this wall and run across the boundary line, you kill the boss by making him jump off a cliff. But no bosses here, only chaos. We got MJKurase rocking the red chaos, as is tradition, going up against Jack with the black cloak.
A burst comes out from Jack, who does reset back, and this is now a huge initiative swing for them because they managed to get the curse application. And as I had pointed out when we watched Jack play earlier, Jack's bullet management was really good, and the way they squeezed out tons of additional mix-ups was also really good. So we're gonna have to see how they make of this. Yep, just right into Curse Ball, use the gun to be able to get our way back in. Brain Blast because we need some concentration. 5D pickup, that is all we need.
Yeah, this is a fun matchup. I've always enjoyed the Happy Chaos Mirror for one reason or another, barring the first season he was out. That was kind of sleep. But ever since the changes have come through and they actually have to play against each other, it's a very entertaining matchup for me, seeing how they interact and, you know, how they try and phase out the neutral, because that's the most important part. And Jack, so far, has been incredible at that portion of the game.
Right, but MJKurase is going to be able to get the pickup to close that round out with a perfect this time. It can happen to anybody, even Happy Chaos.
Yeah, Chaos is not free from his own reign of terror. And why does that 2S work there?
Oh! Wow, that forward tech off the wall slump was gigantic there for MJKurase. Deus Ex! I am pretty sure you still get smoked on this because we've seen that interaction no shortage of times.
Yeah, it is unfortunate for the Deus Exer, but great timing for Jack there. Gets the burst out of MJKurase that time. Bullet management, interesting. Jack sitting on 2 shells. Needs to get a reload in at some point, but we're going to be going for a ride.
Yeah, right into the Deus Ex. I do not believe this kills, but this is... Yeah, certainly not, but this is pretty close to a checkmate situation. Curse immediately into shots and setting up the mix-up. That's one of the things, right? Like, off of the wall break situation, for a lot of the cast, you need to move forward and create the mix, but for Happy Chaos, after wall break, it's just like you throw out Curse Ball, and now the fact that the gun is just automatically targeted just means that no matter what happens, they need to respect your advance. So, you know, it's almost a better win condition than just having Oki. Y'all were smart. Y'all were kind enough to show some love to Max Ninja for the raid, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That came through with a couple homies. Had a nice little chat. They were playing Strive earlier, so they were obviously having a good time. Wait, who won game 1? Happy Chaos won, I know, but which?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I missed it too, but Jack in the driver's seat right now. Hey, oh no! The professional veneer is gone. I think it was MJKurase. Yeah, it was MJKurase. I thought so.
Listen, the only thing differentiating the characters are their hair, their shirt, their shoes, their clothes, their pants. It's difficult to tell them apart, chat. Let me, you know, stick with me here.
Oh my god. Man was at the ready. Jack Black with the wall break.
Curse applied. Checkmate type beat. Gonna get another Brain Blast coming up here. Running down that concentration and catching him as he runs.
Right. One game apiece here. Yeah, you can show some love to North Florida Ospreys Esports Club if you are perhaps local to that. April 4th, April 11th, and April 20th. The dates and games on your screen.
Say that word again?
Which one?
After North Florida.
Ospreys?
Osprey.
I don't know. It sounded funny. I don't know.
It's a bird.
No, I know it's a bird. It sounded like he said ospreys though, as in like birds of prey, and it just sounded funny. I don't know why. Anyway, speaking of funny things, we're getting the burst here out of MJKurase.
Okay, the 2S starter there for Jack in the black, but MJKurase forces the burst out as we reset back. Now the curse is applied, so Jack has the advantage.
No brain juice.
He needs to think about his actions.
Does get trapped in the corner, reaches out with the toes, but gets beat out for it. Gonna be going through the wall. That might be enough damage? Yeah. The true damage of the wall break definitely quite chunky in some of these matchups.
Okay, nice pickup off the 2K tick there as we're running forward. And this is what I talked about when we saw Jack's previous match. The way that Jack is able to like use the gun to cover these weirder options and to catch you unawares as you try to like take your turn or control space. Has to brain blast in order to reset the issue here. 5D tick, a second 5D tick. I'm sorry, you can only block right so many times.
These damn puppet characters and their 5Ds. Jack went up there for the air-to-air. Ended up just trading blocks, though, and sniping MJ out of the skies there. Taking us to a third round here. You can see the burst is just about ready here for Jack, but is going to have a couple seconds where they're not able to get out of danger.
That's huge. The cross-up works out there for MJKurase. Stays same side this time. We're going to get that early wall break off the Deus Ex. It's going to be a decent lead, as well as immediate curse application. The problem is, oh yeah, the reason we didn't do the curse application was because we did not have the concentration to press the issue for all that long. So instead, we actually had to stay in range 0. Just Deus Ex. Are we hoping to catch something? I guess we can force the FD so that there's no tension.
Yeah, I mean, you can catch a couple things, and obviously if you're at the ready, you can't block, so you are just free to get opened up by an overdrive like that. But either way, we're stuck at full screen. You can see Jack trying to close that gap, but cannot quite get it done. So that is MJKurase putting another one up on the board, and it's really fun to see how these matches kind of progress, right? We saw early on the Happy Chaos players were kind of hoping for like some loops in the corner, like they can do against a lot of other characters. Then we saw, MJ with the forward tech off the wall. Jack had a couple nice sequences going there as well, and now they've adjusted to just making it as burst safe and as positive bonused up as possible. That wall stick comes out, Deus Ex. It looks like it's gonna stick, Deus Ex. Just raw random in the midfield, Deus Ex.
Oh, goal burst from Jack. Oh, no! The brain blast because we ran out of concentration. What a shame. Okay, we do get a big reload here, and curse is applied. Finding the tick throw there, working out great for Jack.
That was a really awkward situation, the 6S trading with the gunshot, but using that 50 tension for YRC, taking their turn back, the 2S meaty, and alright, now we're dancing again, going for that jump mix. YRC pushing it back though.
Okay, a big pickup here for MJKurase.
Okay.
Only one bullet left in the clip though, and they're going to get smoked out in that exchange. Jack is able to take that round. I think we're getting another game 5, Doctor. I don't think anybody is going to be having any quick sets tonight. They can find their way. They can go the distance.
That is certainly an opinion tonight. And as we're saying all this, MJKurase is just getting everything they need here in the corner. There's no burst, so they can run the mix, and eventually you're gonna get hit by a tap dust. Interesting enough, they don't go for that Deus Ex, and they're actually gonna win out here, and that should do it. The raw damage coming through.
Oh my god, on a perfect there to bring us to set point here for MJKurase, staring down the barrel of winners finals, just so long as they can get past the barrel of the gun in the hands of Jack. Finding the throw here, wants to bring us to a game 5. Nice burst bait.
It's gonna work out. We got the Deus Ex to take us through the wall. Pretty healthy on concentration and the fully reloaded bullets. It's gonna be a huge boon here for Jack. Looking to take us to game 5, stayed in front because of the FD. Curse applied. That might be the checkmate. The back throw from the sky.
Absolutely was a double perfect for that one to close it out. We are indeed going to a game 5. Not trying to make it easy for us tonight, but that just means that all of y'all get to see more fantastic Guilty Gear action. And hey, maybe you want to let everybody know where your favorite place to tune in to Street Fighter on Wednesdays and Guilty Gear on Thursdays is, and you want to go and show some love. Hey, head over to CasaBunch.org. Free shipping on all orders over $100. We are cycling some of these designs out, so if there's something you like, make sure you grab it. We're going to see who's going to grab this first spot in the winners finals here between Jack and MJKurase. Which Chaos is going to be happier?
Yeah, it is. It's a duel. They are actually fighting as if their lives depended on it, which it doesn't yet. They're still on the winner's side, but They don't want to go down there just yet. They would love to get that guaranteed top 3 position secured, but right now they're just trading blows back and forth.
Okay.
2K2D?
Yeah, MJKurase is at a spell all stuff. Damn! That tricky movement. That's the stuff where Jack really shines. And I say it's a game of inches of these minor optimizations. That is one of those little, like, plus minus 1%. Although, speaking of plus minus 1%, you live with 1%, all of that tension gets to be spent blocking. You should never let go.
Yeah, I mean, the FD does have to end eventually. And, yeah, the grimy backdash, BRC overhead stuff is... You don't see it that often anymore, but Jack has used it twice now tonight, and obviously it's been successful both times. The empty jump into the 2S, Jack is definitely kicking it into overdrive.
Yeah, huge. Gonna get the wall break here. Full concentration, full clip. We're gonna be able to apply the curse. This is as open and shut as it should reasonably be for a Happy Chaos player. Clipped with the low. Jack is going to close that one out just shy of a perfect to be able to get that dub and move on to the winners finals. Up.
I think I'll go dark horse. I'll say Mike Saftig.
I think Saftig, for me, I think if Saftig beats Jack, I think Saftig can take the tournament.
But to get there, he has to beat LeatherMuncher first. And this is not a great start. Going for that DP already. Gets the burst out of him already. Reapproaches with the Bandit Bringer. Trying to get a little bit of distance between him. LeatherMuncher's pushing him back. RC's forward.
Nice pickup. Oh, the shimmy works out great here for Saftig. The big equalizer. Saul only needs the one hit. Damn, look at his health bar. Get absolutely deleted. Tyrant Rave for the wall break. We're going to get the good Oki and the positive bonus. What's the mix-up going to be? The fast low off of the JH. Even I wasn't prepared to block low that quickly.
It is tough because Soul Bad Guy doesn't actually get a safe jump there. He's actually the only character that doesn't, so you can get a little frisky on round start if you're in that situation, chat, but we didn't see that from LeatherMuncher. Held his ground defensively, and here we go. Back on the offense. The Bandit comes down.
Right? You can see that LeatherMuncher is still doing a decent job of fighting here. Still representing that command grab in that spot. I like Saftig was wise to it and brought out that backdash immediately just to get around it. And this is not ideal. Oh, another great call out. And we do get the pickup off the 6S. This is going to be big damage. If Saftig is able to make a read on when the burst is going to come out from LeatherMuncher, this can still go his way, but it's not going to as the Bandit trades with the 5P. We're going to a final round of this first game.
Things are still alive, though. Definitely work to be done from both sides, but we'll survive and fight another day as we do get wild through the pitch. Holy hell!
There was going to be another one. You knew there was going to be another one. So did LeatherMuncher, thankfully, as they take their turn back. Oh, you thought you could backdash, but it is me, close slash. Extra overheads working out here. We do not bait the burst, but Saftig has such a life lead here. I wonder whether there was an element of like, you know what? I'm just happy to get the resource off the table, catching them for running forward. I think the next touch for Saftig, as long as it's confirmed into something, will be huge. 5P anti-air, but nothing really comes of it. LeatherMuncher needs a big pickup here. It is not going to happen. Saftig closes out the first game.
Chat, we can start closing out this match, Reno. If only you guys claim codes. We got 18 remaining. All you gotta do is type !match Reno in the chat, click the link, claim a code, and if you're feeling frisky, work on some of those sponsor quests as well. It's all free money to support tonight's players. Plenty of you have already gone ahead and claimed their code, and some of you have even been direct contributors, but there's still codes to claim, and there's also a bounty on it from Yost. If you can get all those codes used up, he said he's going to add $25 to the pot. Oh my god! The instant hit there from the Viper.
Right? Oh my god, the close slash pickup counter hit started here for Saftig. We've got the red RC in the back. Oh my god, maximum corner carry. Are we going to press this issue? No, we're not going to get the wall splat, but that next one will get the wall splat. We don't want the break because we don't want to lose the corner position, but it was a forward deck, so Saftig wasn't in the right spot to pick it up, and LeatherMuncher has plenty of resources here to try to make something happen. A big pickup with this red RC. Oh, the scoop! Oh, what a throw!
The Axel players are so godlike at these air throws. You saw Mike going for the charge, and LeatherMuncher said, "Scoop! Not today." Rainwater round start gonna work out too? Alright, it might be time. We might be there.
For Happy Chaos?
No, for LeatherMuncher to just turn it on.
Okay. I was about to say, I'm like, absolutely not. Are you crazy?
Nice anti-air there with the 5P, buying some time for themselves.
Ooh, you thought 5P right into the dust. Oh no, you shouldn't have bursted, LeatherMuncher. The round was basically already over. You had another one to play with. This is such a good spot for Saftig now.
Yeah, I mean, that burst bar is not coming back this round. It is empty. You got the light on the tank and everything, and now Mike knows they can kind of go forward with impunity.
Yeah, big pickup, big damage. Next touch for the wall splat will absolutely lead into Tyrant Rave.
Huh?
Oh my god! Shallow Bandit into Raw Volcanic Viper. God damn, tell me how you're feeling, Saftig. Oh!
I'm disgusted.
Did that just go under 5P?
So, Mike went with the 6P. The full upper body invulnerability completely negated the 5P. It's a good button.
God damn.
It's a good button, chat. Some might even say the God button.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright, well, this is, I'm sorry, I just
piece.
realized... No, isn't that 2?
Did Mike win the first
game
one?
1. Yeah,
you're right.
sorry y'all, we're running with a narrower house tonight. The house looking a little empty.
Everybody's on vacation.
Bear with us. Yeah, bear with us if things are a little bit behind for some of the clerical stuff. But yeah, it is looking crispy. Thanks for noticing, Maldi. We're doing our best. Big pickup here for LeatherMuncher. Are we going to have the damage available here? No, that 2K is not going to cause the wall splat, but that trade works out for them. Oh, it wasn't even a trade.
No, he just scooped him right out of his approach. Tried sliding along the ground, but the rainwater coming from behind. And now back to mid-screen. Still no burst, but Mike's so good at getting these Bandit Bringers in from the sky.
Right. That's big damage. My God. Mike Saftig just finds these buttons. Unfortunately, wanted the dust in the air. We're not going to get it, but oh my God.
Nope, no AV1 yet, Moldy.
On top of that,
Was it a perfect? That's actually wild. I'm still surprised that they both whipped throws, and then Mike was like, "Oh, wait a minute, I'm gonna punch you for this." Yeah, no AV1 yet. I also don't know if I could actually run AV1, if we're being fully honest.
you can see that LeatherMuncher is sort of trying to delay some of the Gatling cancels on their limbs in order to catch Saftig unawares. Saftig has burst now, so, you know, if the right pickup happens, but I think part of the difficulty here is Axel is a character that it can be a little bit harder to burst against just because of how far away from them you are. Oh, that was, I mean, that was as close to a spot as you could in order to burst appropriately. But, you know, LeatherMuncher was ready for that one, so Saftig got caught a little bit unawares.
Maldi telling me to get the 4K series card.
Yeah, just charge it to the
Casa account.
Just charge it to the Casa account. You know, Bunch is rolling in the deep.
That's true. We were actually just talking about that when you were awake because Yost threw up the Maturino bounty. He's like, "Yeah, I gotta take over all of Bunch's roles." I was like, "Yo, you do not have the bread like he does. He's a TO, man. He's a head TO."
Yeah, everybody knows head TOs are rolling in it.
Have you seen Tong's cars?
all that venue fee goes right to their pocket.
That's true.
I do need to say /S here because someone's going to take me seriously.
Charge it to the game. Oh man, LeatherMuncher taking full advantage of that health bar, crushing it away. Rainwater's actually going to stick? Okay.
Right, this is a great spot for LeatherMuncher to be in. You can see that Saftig was damn near, had surrendered that round already. Only chose a little bit after that to do like 6H into RC and try to make something happen. But you see Saftig in the driver's seat once again, trying to dash, crouch underneath those 5Ps. But LeatherMuncher, between, you know, cycling in these air tools and the 2Ss a little bit more, is having a lot more success in trying to stall Saftig down. What an anti-air.
The slowing down of this set has very drastically changed how Mike is approaching this. And you can see him trying to get in with those just blocks. The tap dust not going to work out, but he's got some RC. Oh no. 6P is not going to protect you from that, my friend. He wanted that burst.
There was a burst beat.
He was so hungry.
What an anti-air. We're going to a game 5. You know, for a second there, I did not think Saftig was going to let us get a game 5 here. But LeatherMuncher, how dare I sleep on LeatherMuncher? Knew that we wanted the game 5 and was like, you know what? I got y'all covered. If nobody else has Doctor and Brad's back, I got their back. Game 5 here to figure out who moves on to play against Jack in the winners finals of this week's absolutely stacked Casa bracket. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Mike Saftig or is it going to be LeatherMuncher? Let me know what you think in the chat as we watch this game 5. Saftig off to an early initiative advantage, forcing the burst out of LeatherMuncher pretty quick.
Oh, it jumps over the rainwater as well, keeping the approach strong. Was that a forward dash or was it just a walk under?
Either was. I think the forward dash, that might have been like a fuzzy dash or something to be like, all right, if they go to the air, I can get forward. I can get out of the corner, but a big pickup here for Saftig. One more touch will do it. And of course, it's going to be the throw. We are back on set point here from Mike Saftig.
Yeah, Mike Saftig definitely running through that round. Didn't want to give that slow tempo a chance to get started again. And already, it's back to slow. Using that 2S from Axel to try and clear the skies. Lots of backup, lots of approaching, but the 6S still connects.
Gigantic. You can see Saftig really has to pick his spots. If he doesn't already have the initiative, there's not a whole lot of limbs there. It's not a character you're going to whiff punish here in the form of Axel. Instead, Saftig really needs to find his spot, earn some, frame advantage off of like an RC, and then try to make the mix-ups happen. And instead, you can see that he's getting really caught out. Oh no, accidental wild throw, but we do finally get in range, try to make something happen. We have LeatherMuncher back up against the corner. Burst is on the table, so Saftig does need to be a little bit cognizant of that.
Still trapped in the corner. Life lead. Not great. Still can't get the approach, and that's huge. That could be it if we hold on to the burst. You gotta spend it, though.
Oh, wanted for the burst bait. Now LeatherMuncher's gonna need to burst almost immediately. What? That's a big pickup. Saftig's burst. No!
I'm at a loss for words. It's a one-touch game from either side. He threw out the big button, but no punish. The counter hit comes through. So does the burst.
That's fine. You know what? If Saftig loses out on this run, which he just did off of that 5P anti-air, but at least you got the burst out of LeatherMuncher to bring us to an honest final round here. As we get a big pickup here from Saftig. What a start here. Frame advantage off the Fafnir. Hold these plus frames. I don't care about your 5Ps. I'm going to block right in your face. LeatherMuncher at about a 40% life deficit here in the corner. Saftig finds enough tension here for an RC. What is it going to come out? It's not, as LeatherMuncher finds a 2D and manages to press us back to mid-screen.
Yeah, full screen means you're going to have to spend some time blocking, Mike. We're going to start seeing this FD bar go quite low, trying to get a little jump in. The RC spend from LeatherMuncher, though. I feel like that's a little risky to just be rocking it out like that. RC for the approach, Fafnir for the plus frames. And right back out.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully, they were not so close to the corner that LeatherMuncher couldn't get that backdash off the 2K plus frame. 5D, what a block from LeatherMuncher! We've got the bar here. What's it going to be? A pickup with the red RC? Do we have the damage in the back? I don't think that we do. We get one more touch, but Saftig can still make this happen. Saul has crazy damage. Either one of them could make it happen. What a pickup! LeatherMuncher has burst available once again.
And as soon as a touch comes in, they don't spend it. The RC to make it safe! Mike knew it! Everybody saw it, and that is Mike Saftig securing winners finals.
That was, you needed to burst.
The sequel.
Yep. Give us a second as we make sure that the overlays are updated.
It just
Jack
didn't
off
say.
to a strong start. It is so hard to burst against Happy Chaos. Ooh. I like the attempts from Saftig. I respect that he's making these big, high-value defensive plays, but Jack was 2 for 2 on these big reads, and that just makes for a big round. And unfortunately, Saftig now on the back foot with no burst available. Damn, round start DP is your call? You thought you were going to get a 2S or a 6S start from Jack?
Oh, and yeah, gets caught by the BRC overhead again. Tap dust to follow it up. We need to get Mike a bicycle helmet. He needs some protection. Maybe a hard hat. You know, somebody make a call to OSHA real quick.
Do you think, should we have filed a permit for these remodels that are going on? Our insurance isn't going to cover this.
We'll just write it off as water damage. They have to do it then, right? Just because we built the house next to a waterfall doesn't mean we knew there would be water damage.
Look, I got to tell you, as someone that has had to buy real estate, like if there is even a risk of water, you pay extra on insurance for that. At least in Massachusetts, that is a specific thing. But we don't need to talk about real estate and all of the ways that it sucks to be involved in it in Massachusetts, featuring Brad Muse. Instead, we can prepare for this game 2 here. I have every expectation that Saftig is going to stay on Soul, but there is like a weird, like 5% fringe chance that I could see Saftig making like a last second Happy Chaos switch to be like, I wonder how the mirror would go. I don't think it would go well. Jack has already won the mirror against a much more seasoned Happy Chaos.
Think we had
nothing.
Yeah. Oh, we're back into it. We got some overheads coming through. Getting shot from down above. Overdrive through the wall. That's going to be some big chunky damage. Safe jump incoming. Do we go curse? Nope. Just goes for the jump in attempt.
Yeah, we've got plenty of bullets. We're already in such a strong spot. We don't need to worry about curse because we're going to at the ready right in their face. That was that. That was about as good for Jack as it could. Actually, that was mathematically as good for Jack as it could go because it cost them no resources and they got a perfect. Went for this cross-up. Okay, hit him with the stanky leg. Actually, Mike Saftig tried to dash and get out of the way and it didn't work. Finally, finding a little bit of purchase there. Wanted for this little micro shimmy, but they weren't prepared with Saftig to whiff punish these 2Ks.
We saw Mike trying to at least get something started there. Sends out the gun flame just to try and, you know, keep it prepared, but nice trade combo pickup. That 5K is so good at everything. Fastest button in the game. PRC to try and get something going again, but can't win the battle of the normals.
Right, this is huge, these extra lows. The way that Jack staggers through these is so hard for people. Damn! The roll through, making the 5K with, and you thought you could move forward just because I don't hit a button doesn't mean I can't control the space in front of me. Jack calls out the Deus Ex. That is absolutely going to be enough to do it. No, I lied. I spoke gross and drastic mistruths, but Saftig only has so much resources here, and as soon as the air dash happens, shot right out of the sky. At this point, Jack is skeet shooting in this winner's finals right now and is looking like a champion at that. 2 games up real quick.
This is sometimes the nature of the matchup, chat. Happy Chaos just does things, and they work. And then another player will do different things. And turns out those also work. You're going to see a few different Happy Chaos styles here tonight. I know you already have, right? We had Jack, we had MJKurase, and we had one more earlier in the night, I remember. But already just MJ and Jack, you saw how differently they played against each other. And now they're just continuing their own play styles. So here it is, game 3. Gonna be already blocking tap dust.
Right, big start here for Jack. We see some representation of 6S from Saftig trying to bring out some stuff at a slightly longer range. One of the things about Saftig is you see that, like, there's a couple of different modes for Saftig, but there's a lot of wanting to get in and establish that close / tick throw game. That was really strong in that year 1, still a big core part of Soul's game plan. But now we see Saftig is really having to represent some wider range threats. Has to spend the burst to keep that from happening. Wanted for the JD air-to-air. It's not going to work. Volcanic Viper gets blocked.
Mike is definitely getting a little frisky with his defensive options here, and you can see Jack is totally ready for it. Immediate punishes here, doesn't quite get the kill, but it's a pixel. You got full bullets, basically full concentration. Oh, that is
clean hit DP with a big pickup. Had to make the 5K whiff, but Blue RC forward drift. I'm a bullet with a gun at that point. Jack turns themselves into a homing missile. Nice counter hit starter here for Saftig. A clean 50% off rip. One of the best rounds, but that back throw from Jack, just like that. It is a big equalizer here. As maybe the damage on its own wasn't enough, but the subsequent situations were absolutely going to be a problem. Deus Ex comes out. Saftig does have burst available to him, but Jack is in such a strong position right now.
Things are looking very difficult as it is set point here for Jack. The burst is successful, but I just don't... Here we go. Gets in there, gets the counter hit.
Oh no! Saftig with an execution mistake, misses the 2K a little bit late on that pickup. I've seen him do that combo a billion times.
I was just going to say that. I was just going to say Mike is a god at that combo. MJ.
Right, once again, this is a match that we got to see played out in the winner's side. When they played last, MJKurase did take this 3-2, but it looked a lot like this. Marvelo brought this same degree of intensity, but as the set went on, MJKurase was able to acclimate and get more and more comfortable before they finally ran away with it. When is the burst going to come out from MJKurase, or is it going to come out at all? It's so interesting that, like, sometimes I think MJKurase is just willing to be like, well, if I lose this round, then so be it. It's the first one. There's so many different schools of thought over whether or not to be choosy with your burst.
Yeah, and it's another one of those mindsets of like, do I want to burst early and often, or do I want to save it for my dire situation? And you can see here, Marvelo didn't have it, went with the YRC, had to get a defensive option out there, and that time he didn't have it for the overdrive. That would have been a killing move.
Alright, pressing the issue. At that point, even the chip damage of follow-ups was going to be a problem, but the 2D connect to the first round does go to Marvelo.
Looking a little good here for MJ, but the get off of me comes through. Big counter hit, and there's the burst finally coming out from MJ. But it's at a point where they might not get another one. They have to win this round.
Right? Gamma Blade pick up and the far slash off the dash. Marvelo just does such a good job of controlling space, and even in these gaps, it's like, yeah, you think you can get out, but you can absolutely not. Okay, going for the throw. And there's no bullets in the clip. MJKurase is just in a bad spot. Needs a hit to earn some space here because they are running on empty.
And there it is, 2K2D chat. How many times, if there's a 0 bullet Happy Chaos, they are going to try and 2K2D you? It is a guarantee. It's like death taxes and 2K2D.
There you go, big pickup. Another burst comes out from Marvelo. Only 1 bullet left in the clip, and we are rapidly losing focus here. Is MJKurase, but we still got the pickup. Oh my god, after that round, MJKurase managed to make that happen, and that round took so long that they are going to have a burst for round 3.
I don't even know what got hit. I'm actually at a loss. Okay, here we go. Burst again here from MJKurase. Gonna force Marvelo back to the full screen. Approaches him willingly. That just block was insane.
Absolutely crazy. Using the gun to cover the air-to-air approach here. And that's such a big pickup. Deus Ex, because we want the reload. No wall slump here.
Now look at the damage. All that red life was from one combo, chat. He basically killed this man.
Yep, immediate burst out of Marvelo, who this is basically his one chance to try to make this round happen. So much corner carry out of that dash. We get all the way to the other side. Oh, the mix! I got mixed. You know you did too. YRC gets punished. Is Marvelo going to have the damage? No, we need like one more pickup, and one more pickup is what we get. Marvelo closes out game 1.
Some shenanigans going on between these two, chat. Marvelo with that slick under over, get the hit in the corner there, and got a little dicey at the end. Could have potentially lost it, but stayed strong, got the slash in there, closed it up, wrapped up the round, and that means they're gonna take game 1. But it's gonna be a couple more rounds, chat. This is still first to 3, the same time these last two met, also first to 3. So let us see if we can get a game 5 again.
Right, okay. Trades on the low. You can see that MJKurase is trying to fight his way out of the corner. They do manage to do so with the 6P. Nice pickup.
Deus Ex already taking us through the wall. Life lead very large here for MJKurase. And hey, if you wait a second, your opponent's going to do something.
I mean, when in doubt, just like
DP out?
make your opponent do the thing for you. When in doubt, maybe you shouldn't always DP out.
Running through the stage like he's got somewhere to be. MJ trapped in the corner, went for the big pushback, still out of danger, but as soon as they go for a bit of a reload, it's all back to danger time.
Okay, that's a late burst out of MJKurase.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the dive kick actually works out there and covers the area above the digital clone. That's a big pickup for Marvelo, closing out that round.
Yeah, that was kind of a wild 5P to connect right there. But yeah, you said it was a late burst, and that's cheap. Why does he get sent flying? I know it doesn't matter which side he ends up on. Gold burst? Okay, we got 100 tension here.
Yeah, and it even connects. That's a big pickup here. Unfortunately, oh my god, we need a Brain Blast, which is actually going to save Marvelo's life because we're not going to have the resources for Deus Ex, which might have killed him in the wall break. What is Marvelo going to do? Keeps Curse from being able to reply. That connected!
Even Marvelo didn't know. That's why you saw the red RC chat. He genuinely thought it whiffed. Just like the rest of us. And the couple frames that were there to show it hit were not enough for him to not be mashing the Roman cancel. There's no way that should have worked. There's no way.
God damn!
He pulled him back from the moon.
I gotta fix my face for a second. Consult my friends over at the North Florida Ospreys Esports Club and their fighting game events on April 4th, 11th, and 20th.
I just watched it again, and it makes more sense to me now, but I still don't think it should have worked that way. Here we go. Game 2 on the board.
Game 3. One game apiece.
Yes. No. It's 2.
No.
Oh, yeah. I thought MJ's name was on the bottom, but I was wrong. DP out. The BRC shenanigans. Taking a page out of Jack's book.
Right? Tons of plus frames off that close slash. Lets Marvelo start to run the offense. Wasn't ready for the Rekka. Waits because they want to bait the burst. But again, MJKurase is so willing to wait on the burst until very late in the round.
And especially when you know Marvelo's a baiter, like, you can hold it. And you saw the next sequence was the one he bursted, but he just ran out of resources. The concentration bar went red, couldn't think. Bullet was down to his last one, didn't matter. He couldn't pull out the gun because he had no brain.
Absolutely. It takes a lot of brain power to do that, you know? It's like you gotta balance all three resources. Big life lead to start off here for MJKurase, but damn, it's like, you don't have Oki? I am going to control that space. Clips with the overhead. Marvelo looking in a dominant spot right now as they have MJKurase locked down in the corner. The faster you can finish all this offense, the less likely it is for anything to come to the table. Spends the burst to reset back to neutral, throwing out the throwing star just to try to control the down forward angle from the air. Big pickup, burst out, used immediately by MJKurase, who only has one bullet left of the clip. Marvelo's going to be able to press the issue. A big reload, but clipped by the 5D tap. But we only have so much available. Another 5D tap.
That's a lot of scaling right there at the end, but not enough to stay alive. That is going to be another round on the board here for MJKurase, who is looking to take the set lead once again away from Marvelo. But Marvelo's gotten pretty consistent at these round starts.
Oh my god, the JK catching MJKurase, trying to go to the air after. Layers on layers. Set the trap, and it was expertly executed. Updrift, red RC.
Oh, this hurts. This is a lot of damage.
Big pickup. Are you dead? Oh,
I think he would have been. I think he really would have died there, but a big whiff coming in there from Marvelo. Alright, he's safe at least.
You know that's going to work.
And there's that clone triage that you were kind of talking about earlier. Has to go for the brain blast, but we're rolling through. Okay. He did the 6K.
Right into the 6K.
It wasn't even safe. He didn't have tension.
He didn't care. That was such a, like, this is gonna work because it's all or nothing kind of spot. Just like with all those codes, you see how there are 17 codes left there on the Matcherino? Here's the thing. If y'all don't use that code, we get none of that money. If you use the code, we get all of it. And by all of it, I mean the quarter associated with the code.
And by
so
we, he
like,
means the players.
Yes, all of the money goes to the players, all of the time. None of it goes to us.
And here we go, rocking again. Marvelo with the 2-1 lead over MJKurase. And remember, chat, this is loser's side. So whoever loses the set gets to put the controller down for the night. Brain Blast. And you can see, even when he was out of...
Jesus!
That was a lot of inputs. The APM is off the charts. But even when there's no bullets left... Even when there's no bullets, MJ is cognizant to at least throw out the curse to try and dissuade Chipp from just running at him. But here we go. Uzumaki Barrage taking us through the wall. Positive bonus for Marvelo.
Huge. Only one bullet in the clip and less than half concentration here for MJKurase. This is a good spot for Marvelo to really press the issue because MJKurase is not equipped to make this comeback the way that they wanted to. The tricky stuff. Marvelo on set point to move on to the losers finals. Is MJKurase going to bring us to a game 5?
It is do or die time. Neither character currently having burst. Literally frame 1 as Marvelo gets it, they spend it. That is the epitome of burst fast and burst often. Gets the regular throw. MJ now has their burst available.
Going for the pickup. 6K red RC.
The biggest of baits. He even tried to double down.
You know what I love about that? Yeah, that was a double bait because that could have been the wall run combo, but instead Marvelo let it drift down and had an embedded burst bait inside of that. Reversal, MJKurase is going to need to burst almost as a gold burst at this point. If we see just a raw overdrive from Marvelo like we have in some of those spots, it's going to be huge.
That's huge. Is that enough? That's enough. Oh no, the gunshot missed. Second chance at life. MJ goes for the 2K2D. Unblockable.
I think in that spot, Marvelo went for a throw tech is 100% my call. The burst comes out from MJKurase.
Not again.
Marvelo's able to weather through all of this. That is such a great spot to be in. One bullet and no concentration. MJKurase misutilizes their resources. This is so dangerous for them. But they managed to get Curse on. One bullet sometimes is all you need.
The miss buffer, though, threw out the 2K2D, forgot that it's not actually unblockable, so even ripping right into the reload, it just wasn't available.
Oh, God!
And Marvelo throwing the game away. No bullets. What's the guess? We're going through the wall.
Curse? No, you can't just do it because Marvelo gets the chance to move, but we are going to go to a game 5. MJKurase comes back from a monumental resource deficit, misutilizing the bullets in the clip and the brain cells in their head, and they still manage to bring us to a game 5.
Just spaghetti everywhere, chat. It's on the floor. It's on my sweater. None of it's in the pot. Definitely none of it's in the bowl. But it is a rough go in the kitchen right now.
I don't even, strictly speaking, know what to make of this game 5. I know I would love to see Marvelo push forward.
Duel 1.
What, you're tired of seeing Happy Chaos tonight? Is that what you're saying?
I wasn't going to say that. I do know that I'm sure there are some people that would love to not be scared of a Happy Chaos mirror in Grands. But I just want to see the intensity of Marvelo. These matchups are going to be so explosive through the rest of this. What a burst bait from Marvelo for the first time in this set. MJKurase actually going to the burst a little bit earlier than we had been anticipating, and a nice pickup with that far slash. That button is so good.
Yeah, Marvelo finally decided that he just wants to win. He's tired of playing video games, and he is running it down in the best possible way.
A big pickup on the far slash once again has MJKurase locked down in the back of the corner, but an unfortunate whiff earns MJKurase just a little bit of space. But Marvelo does not care about the curse ball. That is not a hitbox that I have to care about. So instead, I'm just going to run through it, going for the tricky stuff in the mix-up, not blocking the second low, the extra overhead off of the whiffed Rekka, and the 6H is going to be enough off the wall break to close it out. Marvelo speed runs Game 5 to bring us to the losers finals. We will not be seeing another game left, and that is a not insignificant amount of money for some of these players.
Right off the rip, Mike already getting battered by the Chipp player, even trapped in the corner. Lots of FD being spent already, but the throw does not care about your FD.
Oh my god, this is such aggression out of Marvelo. Gold burst out of Saftig though, but damn, wanted for the 6S, but it's not going to work. My far slash is somehow better.
Big reach there as well, trying to get back in there, but you can see Marvelo just playing footsies with him. Closes out the round.
Right, round 1 on the board for Marvelo, but we didn't really see Saftig able to do a whole lot in that round. I think it was very overwhelmingly Marvelo came out the gate with the pedal to the metal already, and Saftig never really adjusted to it, and that is looking like it is not dissimilar to this one, as we do find the tension for the overdrive. That should be close enough to the wall to get the break. Yes, it will. So Marvelo gets a positive bonus, but Saftig has burst and some tension, has to use that tension on the run SC back. Damn, I don't care about your Fafnir, I have my own DP.
Trapped in the corner. RC's the clone out of him, but we got a gold burst. What can Mike do with it, though? Are they just going to spend it on FD like they have been? That red RC might be enough to close it out. Yeah, plenty of damage to go around.
Good God. Marvelo, clean work of that Game 1. Gives me plenty of time to tell you to show some love to the North Florida Ospreys Esports Club. If you are in the area, as this is a local, April 4th, April 11th, and April 20th, with the games as you can see on your screen right there at this, I presume, university. Did you like how I completely broke down my veneer of confidence at the very last second of that?
The last second, you're like, I don't know. But here we go. These players certainly know where they are at the moment. So let us rock. Mike Saftig again on the back foot, having a tough time with the pressure from Marvelo.
Yeah, it's so rare, I feel, for Saftig to feel as though they are just on the back foot and getting completely smoked out. But Marvelo is in such dominant control. Damn, you thought you could... I don't care about your banditry. I got Secret Service in the back.
That's true. Chipp is all about the low road. Going to be coming in here. Look at that. He swiped him. He was going for the toes. Mike, big running up on him, though. Not going to make it work. That's greasy. Oh, my God.
This is looking grimy, I gotta tell you. And Marvelo is trying to make quick work of this losers finals. Mike Saftig seeming at a loss in a way that I don't really associate with them. Although I suppose their winners finals performance was similarly problematic. Maybe just two matchups that Saftig doesn't really have an answer for. Calling out the homies for the wall break.
Pop, pop. Here we go. What's the mix-up? What's the Oki? Just diving in with the safe jump. Burst is still available from Mike, but he's had some ouchies in the past, and Marvelo loves going for baits. Gets out. Bringers back into the corner. YRC keeping it.
Oh.
Why, man? Why?
Marvelo is living rent-free in Mike Saftig's head right now. Went up there, said, "This your treehouse? This is my treehouse." Speaking of treehouses, kick your feet up. You're home now. Shout outs to the homie Treefolio, who once again you may remember or recognize from our second stream when we give you guys all the extra action on Wednesday evenings with Street Fighter V. But you can go and tune in on April 6th, April 7th, and April 13th for Grand Blue Guilty Gear Rev 2, and Persona 4 Arena Ultimax respectively. And make sure you go and show some love. Twitter.com/treehouse_GG. We are in game 3, and it might be game 3 of 3 here, as Marvelo looks to be making quick work of Mike Saftig.
And there it is, quick burst already in, less than 10 seconds gone from the clock. And Mike gets caught by another counter hit, and we're going coast to coast. It is kind of cheap that Chipp can run for half the screen after any confirm into RC. Mike runs up in 6 S's. That is an old school technique that you're not going to see that much anymore.
Oh my god, another unfortunate drop. What's the deal with Saftig today?
Gonna be taking quite a bit of damage. Again, another overdrive we do not see a lot of, but lightning can strike more than once, and it is now set point for Marvelo to take it over Mike Saftig.
Yeah, Marvelo is making such quick work of this. Still, it seems like their eyes are fully trained on Jack up in grand finals. A success start here for Saftig. That's going to be decent damage, but it only pushes us to mid-screen. Saftig has burst available, but Marvelo's been doing such a great job of playing around, baiting it, as you had highlighted. This is probably the best round Saftig has had since winner's quarters.
Yeah, burst bait again coming through. Goes for the jump out to bring it back in, but that was some slick movement coming out there from Marvelo. Getting out of the corner. PRC's the 5S.
A little bit too far away for the Rekka. 2K2D. Marvelo has Saftig locked down in the corner. Wants to do everything they can. Tap 5D from Mike Saftig. That quick overhead to close out their first round now in this loser's final set thus far.
Hey, at least they can say at the end of the day, it was not 6-0 round score. They got one.
Okay, catches the backdash. Oh, that's such a big pickup. Crazy good damage here for Saftig. We're not going to get the wall splat. Has to spend the RC. Fast lows here. Saftig has burst available once again. It is not baited, though, here by Marvelo, but the far slash with punish.
Gets the forward throw. OTG is not enough. Even sticks out the big leg with the 3-framer, but everything's starting to fall away. Gold burst punished. Mike Saftig's on the board.
There we go. The big equalizer that we needed. And here's the reality, right? Maybe Saftig is having a hard time dealing with the, intense flow that is the offense of Marvelo, but he's still Chipp. You still only need 2 or 3 good hits. And Saul can get those good hits. My man has the damage available to him, bringing out some of that banditry. So we're going to have to see, is Saftig starting to acclimate, or does Marvelo have another gear that we can kick it up into to still close this one out?
Which he certainly did in his last match, right? And when it came down to it, Game 5 against MJKurase, he just literally decided it was a one-player game. Turned it on, won the game, and now finds himself looking to try the same here. He really would not want to go to a Game 5 here against Mike Saftig.
Ooh, okay. Representing some slightly different tools here. Fast PRC right into the 2K2D. Oh, we're playing trickier with our offense here, even bringing some throws into the equation that we had not been representing before. Oh, you're teching the throws. There we go. Far slash is back on the table, baby. There's the wall break. Mike Saftig still has burst. Blue RC meets Blue RC. We do get a big whiff punish, but we don't get a lot of damage off the far slash there for Saftig. Burst has to come out, but any touch will do it here for Marvelo. Damn. Low Rekka from mid-screen?
It's quite fast. Definitely scooping out his legs from under him. Gets the forward throw, looking to set up some mix.
Oh, nice stagger with the 2K2D straight into the overdrive. I want this positive bonus. I want this wall break. I want you worried. I want my Oki.
Marvelo definitely has some crazy buffers when it comes to catching them down low like that. And even there, look at that. He's looking for it. He's fiending for it. There was definitely
with punish.
No burst here. Let's see if he can keep the combo. No, he drops it again. But come on now. Not like this.
That mix-up was as American a reset as they come. Saftig gets this big pickup, though. Look at that damage. What did I say? It's Chipp. All you need is like 2. But if Marvelo at any point lets a DP rock or something like that, I don't know what my Alexa wants, but she also appreciated this match as Marvelo curse when I get curse, which is something that Jack has been willing to do.
So here it is, chat. Last set of the night, and already they're just blocking. Marvelo draws first blood, though.
All right, wanting for the whiff punish. We're not going to get a whole lot fast.
Hello?
2K, but damn, Jack with the early air-to-air there. The amount of, the presence of mind for that to be Jack's choice in that moment. It's like, yeah, I understand how you're going to move in this spot. I'm going to meet you there.
It's actually freestyle, right? Like you said it earlier about how it feels that way. No. That was legit freestyle. That is the type of action you only get when you're just reacting, right? You see a couple frames and you're like, oh, JP. But you don't think JP. You just hit JP. It's instinct.
Yeah, it's ultra instinct right now. Playing with, is one with the controller, is one with the limbs, is one with the input lag, is one with the rollback. They just understand. They see the code. Marvelo sees the code as well, bringing us all the way up high with the big wall break. Damn, that is a clean amount of damage here to put Marvelo in a good spot. Using the J2K, I think for some sort of big call out. I love that 6K over / through the curse ball. We are going to be able to thread the needle and make that one happen. Damn, but perfect. One round apiece in this first game.
Again, another pretty long perfect. 25 seconds off the clock. FD and trying to stay safe, but you cannot stay safe from either player, honestly. It is just a danger zone right now. Both players trying to do what they can. Marvelo definitely off to a rough start this round.
Right, but this is all you need. There's no defensive resource available for Jack here unless they go for like an YRC, but they get clipped out by the very tip of a Rekka. Marvelo, unfortunately, is forced to break the wall without any overdrive, so how are we going to press the issue? Jack spends the blue RC to earn the Oki in that spot, and that is going to be that. That is burst safe. And that was why we had the backdash in that spot, just to guarantee that Marvelo did not have a burst available to him that would have mattered. Jack draws first blood and takes that first game, coming from the winner's side as well, so definitely sitting comfortable.
Yeah, there were quite a few little sequences there that were really slick for Jack. You know, being able to trade a couple of resources here and there for just large portions of Marvelo's health bar. And, you know, that RC OTG thing, that's silly. It's silly. Why is it there? But here we go. Game 2, chat. Whose start from Marvelo works again?
Okay, I like that delayed throw coming out of Marvelo. Has to use the burst there, does Jack, to reset us back, but it's just once it gets to this spot, I think Jack only really needs... Oh, no. That's huge.
He spent all his luck earlier scooping him out of the sky.
They pick up the stanky leg connects, and yeah, that's going to be the damage here for Jack. We've got resources on deck to close that one out. That is the first round here of Game 2 in the Grand Finals. Jack is looking so comfortable. Marvelo could get a burst back this round. In fact, I have every expectation that he'll get a burst back this round.
Alpha Blade already going through the wall. That's quite fast. 5 seconds off the clock. Already well below half HP. This round might just be in the books, Brad. Backdash, just block coming through though. Nice YRC to get the pressure back on their side. Throw tech. What can you do though? Oh no, he's trapped himself. He's put himself in a bad spot.
Oh no.
Has to burst.
Chipp. That's all it takes. Curse is applied. We've got the throw started. 3 bullets left in the clip with some stuff here. This could be huge. The micro movement in the blue RC. I don't even know the inputs to make that happen. It's like back drift, blue RC, forward drift, into back. I don't get it. Neither does anybody else because it has hit everybody. Jack is 1 hit away from making this happen, and the whiff punish with the PRC on the far slash is going to do it. We are going to Game 3. Jack is up 2-0.
It is looking a little dire for those Marvelo fans in the chat. We are definitely seeing some Jack gaming coming through. Happy Chaos doing what it can. And here we go, chat. Loading into Game 3 here. Jack versus Marvelo. It's all down to this. Marvelo could reverse 3 him. He is Chipp. He knows how to do these things. He's done them before. But Jack is just kind of playing on another level, it seems.
It's the game of inches, man. Like, every time I think of the way that Jack creates this bizarrely staggered offense and that gross blue RC fuzzy mix that we're seeing, that is just It is a degree of control that we have not seen from anyone else.
What is
so
that
far
combo,
today.
Brad? I've never seen somebody go for 3 JPs into a gunshot to then also pick it back up again with a 6S. It's
Well, I can
literally
give you
freestyle.
the nomenclature. It's pow. That's that would be how you would denote that.
It's insanity. Getting the burst out of Marvelo again. Marvelo with the sick backdash, though. Can't quite link it all together, though. Has to reapproach.
Oh man, the way that they're sort of posturing around one another is so tough. Marvelo has that life lead, but knows that they have to be the one to initiate. And Jack also knows that. That's why they stick out the limb that gets us in this spot now. Wall break, positive bonus. We've got plenty of bullets in the clip. That is a free curse application.
That's
the presence of mind to roll through. What did I say about this matchup when we were watching Marvelo earlier? Using the clone as a way to be like, well, if you're aiming at me, the clone can go in for free. But Jack already knows. That is exactly why Jack deserves this dub tonight. On all due respect, Marvelo, Jack is playing on another level today.
Yeah, and we're down to the last life here for Marvelo. Gets caught by the roll through. It is definitely a lot of gaming for him tonight. What he was blocking earlier, it's not as easy to block now. Slick backdash, though, going to be able to go low. Gets the trade, forced to YRC, though. Great whiff punch.
Yeah, that's massive. That is exactly...
It doesn't break the wall?
That's actually better, I think, because it keeps them in this position where Marvelo gets to be the aggressor and not have to worry about resetting back to neutral. I think that's actually the ideal situation. The DP doesn't connect, but the 6K does. First round on the board for Marvelo now in this grand final set.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little worried about the potential of not having the positive bonus, but he ended up not needing to spend any tension at the end, so yeah, definitely worked out for him that time. We'll see if it can continue on the lucky streak. I think he tried to block the burst, but it was just a little too slow on the back input. Oh, looking great.
Massive. Even look at that, right? Like 5K, 6K, no gunshot behind it because he understands the amount of respect that he has. And it's what's opened up this game. It's like
Last
I
touch.
said, it's so hard to break away from that pattern, but once you do, it becomes so difficult for your opponent. Marvelo, with their potentially final signs of life, that just block from Jack is crazy. PRC forward off the overhead from the Rekka, but Jack back in the driver's seat. 1 bullet left in the clip, and that is all that we need. Jack with the clean sweep. 3-0 winners, 3-0 grands. Any of these counter pokes that Itachi's Legacy is throwing out. Wow, the patience to wait for the kite, but still comes down with a button, does Itachi's Legacy. Are we going to stay same side? Yes, we are. We're going to go for the throw on the reset. A second throw? That was going to be 3.
Yes. You always go for 3.